Hey, it's the Red Rican, and I'm going to talk about Cuba again. But I just woke up this morning. I saw a video by Pitbull, and he's talking about. Well, you know what? Let me share what. Let me share a little bit of what he said.
We need to stand up, step up. But if you don't understand what's going on, then you need to wake the fuck up. Not only is this a Cuba event, a Cuba thing, this is a world event. This isn't about politics. This is about saving lives. This is about unity, not division. And bottom line, this is about taking action. Let me tell you something, why I'm frustrated and when I see everybody out there and doing what they're doing, which I love what they're doing. Okay? Because not only do we live for freedom, we ride for freedom, we die for freedom, but we motherfucking appreciate freedom.
Now, look, yeah, I've seen a couple of my friends share this, even some of my Christian friends that don't like cursing, and it just goes to show you how, like I say, a good adjective will help um, with sentiment, because that's the whole thing. It's like, he's like you said, he's frustrated, he's angry. Okay. And I'm frustrated and angry because after hearing this, I come across this. I shared it on Twitter. Okay. It's the Black Lives Matter statement. Okay. Black Lives Matter condemns the U.S. federal government's inhumane treatment of Cubans and urge it to immediately lift the economic embargo. This cruel and inhumane policy, instituted with explicit intention of destabilizing the country and undermining Cubans' right to choose their own government, is at the heart of Cuba's current crisis. Here's the irony behind that damn statement. These people are not just protesting. These people act like it's just protesting because of the economic stuff. They don't get to choose. They don't get to choose. They don't get to a real election. That's the most annoying part of this. And this is the official page of Black Lives Matter. And who are they supporting? The communists. The communists. Okay. And I'm gonna keep reading their statement. Um, Since 1962, the United States has forced pain and suffering on the people of Cuba by cutting off food, medicine, supplies, costing the tiny island nation an estimated 130 billion. Without that money, it is harder for Cuba to acquire medical equipment needed to develop its own COVID-19 vaccines and equipment for food production. This comes in spite of the country's strong medical care and history of lending doctors and nurses to disasters around the world. The people of Cuba are being punished by the US government because the country has maintained its commitment to sovereignty and self-determination. Like, seriously? No. The people of Cuba are not being punished. It's their government that's punishing the people, because we're saying the US is like, okay, have free and fair elections. But this is not what's going on. Shares being paused. Hold on for 1 second. Let me see what's going on here, because I'm getting a weird message on my end here. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. But lucky I was reading it. So, and you heard the video. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to keep going here. Instead of international amity, respect, and goodwill, the U.S. government has only instigated suffering for the country's 11 million people, of which 4 million are black and brown. Here it goes. This is what they throw in to show this is why they really care. No, this is not why they care. They're supporting a communist government. And it goes here, Cuba has historically demonstrated solidarity with oppressed people of African descent, from protecting Black revolutionaries like Assata Shakur, through granting her asylum and supporting Black liberation struggles in Angola, blah, 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 blah. Okay? This, like I said, when we say, when there's a bunch of us who tell you Black Lives Matter is a communist organization. This if this doesn't show you proof that they're a communist organization, and that, you know, the co-founders saying that they're trained Marxist organizers, I don't- if this doesn't wake you up to what it's a Trojan horse. That's what, they use uh, a benign statement of Black Lives Matter, because of course everybody should be for Black Lives Matter, but the organization and what they're trying to accomplish in this country is to destroy us from within, to cause division, to get us into communism. That's what they want. And that's what's going on when people go, okay, Black Lives, yes, but that's not what a lot of us are fighting about. We're fighting about their ideology. Of course, Black Lives Matter, but the way they go about doing it, a white cop shoots a black suspect, a black person. Okay, then that's news. It's frontline news, and they want to scream about this is racism. This is systemic racism, but not a peep when there's um a guys come out of a car and shoot up a bunch of black people, and a 1 month old or a 13-month old dies. Where's the outrage from Black Lives Matter? Where are they going into the community and protesting in those communities? Because they don't care. They don't care about that. They say they may pay lip service once in a while, but they don't care. Their real goal is to bring Cuba here, to bring Venezuela here, to bring China here. That's what they want. They want the communist revolution here. And if this doesn't show you that that's what's going on, the leftists in this country, that's what's going on, is that they want communism here. And that's what we're allowing. And here's my other thing. When they tell you that about immigration, about, the joke we used to always say is that if immigrants voted Republican, the Democrats would have built the wall yesterday. Okay, and here's the whole thing: most of the immigrants that come from Latin America that are landlocked there, they all want to come here and they'll vote Democrat because, you know I don't you know just I don't know, I can't even tell you, just because, they're all leftists over there in Latin America. They're all on the left. Okay. What's going on? Cubans and Haitians fleeing by boat warned against traveling to the US. And they'll actually stop them because this is easier. They can stop them by boat. And why don't they want Cubans coming here and the Haitians coming here? Because Cubans and Haitians tend to vote Republican. They've seen the ugliness of socialism, and they don't want it, especially the Cubans. So, why don't I want the Cubans traveling over here? Because they'll bring people who are against communism and socialism here. And if you don't believe, I don't know how you can't look at this and go, look, how could you see this is, a communist symbol? Here's the Black Lives Matter symbol. How could you not see? It's there in your face. No, 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 it's not. It's not the commun. Yes, it is. If it was, if it wasn't, if they really cared about image, which they don't, they would use it. They wouldn't use the raised fist. But they're just using the same. They're just changing the symbol. I mean, they're changing the colors. Making it look a little bit different. But it's a communist fist. It's the communist fist, and that's what they want to bring over here. And if you can't see it by this statement, then I can't help you. Then you're just turning a blind eye to the truth. because Pitbull's not a conservative person, but he wants to get rid of communism over there, and he doesn't want it over here. That's the real woke, not this nonsense that they teach us. I mean, just I'm gonna. I guess I'll finish up. Let Pitbull finish. You can finish hearing what Pitbull was talking about.
And it gets me hot, it bothers me, and it frustrates me to a certain extent, being a Cuban American and having a platform to speak to the world and not being able to help my own people, not being able to get them food, not being able to get them water, not being able to get them medicine, but most of all, not being able to help and really get them what they deserve, which is freedom. And this is my way of talking to the world. All world allies get together to help. Global businesses get together to help. People that we're so proud of, people such as Jeff Bezos, Cuban American, graduated from a high school in Miami, built one of the biggest companies in the world, the richest man in the world. He's somebody that can get involved and really help us on what we got. All we can do is create awareness, but politics are gonna be politics. And while they figure out what they figure out, we need to figure out how to really help. We need to get creative. We need to figure out solutions while they're losing their lives over there literally for something that we wake up every day and appreciate, which is freedom. So to everybody out there, stand up, step up, and if you don't understand, get with the motherfucking program and wake up. Because this is about freedom and it's about human rights. And to everybody in Cuba, keep the fight up. Para todos los cubanos que están allá afuera y todo lo que está pasando en Cuba ahora mismo, ustedes son los que van a motivar el mundo, inspirar el mundo para que vean lo que es de verdad vivir y morir por la libertad.
For the people who don't speak Spanish, at the end there, he goes that Cuba is going to be the inspiration for the people who live and die for freedom. I think that's hold up. Let me go back there, and because it switched back over so quickly to the.
Afuera y todo lo que está pasando en Cuba ahora mismo. Ustedes son los que van a motivar el mundo, inspirar el mundo para que vean lo que es de verdad vivir y morir por la libertad.
Yes, he said they're going to be the inspiration to see about the people who live and die for freedom. The people who don't speak Spanish, and that's what's going on there in Cuba. They're fighting for their freedom. They're fighting for an end to communism over there. They want to be able to travel and they want economic freedom there. That's not what communism is. That's what people are like, oh, what Black Lives Matter there is talking about is they want to force us to basically, they want to force the US to lift them up. And it's like, it's not our responsibility to lift them up. Look what's going on. Look what we've done when we support a communist regime, which is China. We support them with open trade with them. Look what they've done around the world, and look the suffering they've caused, not only in their own country but around the world. And that's what capitalism may not be perfect. That's why you need some sort of mixture, but communism and Marxism and socialism is not the solution. It is not. All it does is cause more oppression, because the people in power will always want to stay in power regardless of the system. So I'm gonna leave it there. Follow me on YouTube and Rumble. That's where I post my videos. If you're seeing this on YouTube or Rumble, please like and follow me on both. It helps with getting my videos out there. Also, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Telegram. You can find me there. You could click on my link tree. That'll get you to all the places I'm at. Anyways, with that being said, have a good one, everyone.